Hello everyone, my name is Wandile Mtembu and I'm back again with another YouTube video profiling Miss Universe 2021 prelims. Oh my word, you guys, I'm so excited. They literally happened last night in South Africa, and so I'm up. I watched the show twice just to be accurate about my favorites post prelims, right? And I feel like you guys will be so surprised about like who is actually in my list. I'm actually quite excited to tell you guys, but before then, I want to put out a disclaimer, guys, that these are my personal favorites and these are my personal picks. I try to go for girls who are underrated in terms of their sashes at Miss Universe, but I think had a really amazing delivery in terms of their performances at prelims. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Okay, starting off with my bubbling up favorites slash my honorable mentions are Honduras, Namibia, Czech Republic, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Peru, Finland, Costa Rica, Haiti, Italy, and Venezuela. These girls, I think, were incredible, but they needed just a fraction of something to actually just get them in that top 16 for me. Even my top 16 is honestly quite messy because I can't even decide on a few placements. I have either ors, and you guys will see what I'm saying when I actually, put out this. So, yeah, these girls I just think are incredible, and I wouldn't be surprised to see any of them like make it through. And this is just purely based off my own personal bias towards who I've put up in my top 16. So yeah, this isn't a reflection of the girls. Well, it's a reflection of what I think the girls may have lacked somewhere, but yeah, I'm not a judge, so I can't honestly speak for the judging panel. It's just my own preferences. Okay, so in my top 16, at my number 16, I'm actually left at a deadlock between three countries, guys. And I honestly think Miss Universe is reserving the 16th spot as the public vote or the fan vote. I am trying to be as literal as I can with this video, as realistic as I possibly could be in terms of what may or may not happen on the final night. So, the three countries that are actually in my deadlock for the 16th spot in my top 16 are Thailand, Philippines, and Paraguay. So, actually advocates for real size beauty, and I am just a fan of this advocacy because I feel like so much work still needs to be done in terms of bringing about a universal message of body positivity and self-acceptance, self-love, especially in majority Asian countries. This isn't what we usually see from them, and so I think Thailand actually struck gold when they actually came across Anjali. And I wouldn't be surprised to see actually make it to top 16 purely based off of how she interviews and how articulate and self-expressive she is in her thoughts and in her opinions. And this is who, as Paula Shrikot said, Miss Universe needs to be. But the only gray area I feel for Anjali was the poor styling choice for her prelims dress. Right? I feel like most fans of Miss Universe Thailand globally were so underwhelmed with what Anjali was actually wearing in her evening gown segment for the prelims that it honestly broke all of our hearts because we just like, what is she wearing? Okay. Not like that, but like we've seen the caliber of what like Miss Universe Thailand actually gives for their girls. Exhibit A, Amanda Obdam. Exhibit B, Fasai. Exhibit C, Miss Universe Thailand 2016. These girls all had amazing outfits that actually helped them to be elevated and advanced to the next level of Miss Universe. And I really can't say it's the same standard for Anjali. And yeah, I really can't even imagine like, oh, how the Thai fans must be feeling because Sis did not give what needed to be gave during her prelims evening gown performance. However, though, for some suits, I did notice that there was a significant improvement from the last of her performances at Nationals. And yeah, I'm a fan of her, side angle and, the fierce look that she actually gave out. And this is why she's actually even in my top 16. Wow. I think she belongs here. But yeah, the rest of my list is actually so difficult. It was so hard for me to actually even place or remove people. So yeah, I think Thailand will be there fighting it out for a fan vote. If not, then she's qualifying purely, in my opinion, based off her speaking ability and her just being liked by Miss Universe, what she stands for. Similarly to Thailand is Miss Universe Philippines. Bia, I think Miss Bia or Luigi stands for a great and inspiring universal message. I think we need more advocates who are, diversified in who they actually are in terms of their own sexual orientation and in their, working career. I had Bia in my radar solely and purely because her bio and her as an individual are so strong. She is in the Philippine military. She is a member of the LGBT community. These are, I feel like things that make one powerful. When we think about women, we don't really think about women foraying or spearheading any type of I want to say diversity, but representation in these subject fields. Of course, I'm not speaking for all women globally, but I'm saying on the Miss Universe stage, it's quite rare to actually get like, you know, a double combo of such. And so for me, that's really powerful and amicable that Bia is this person. And as an individual, she is so strong, but I wanted to see that firmness, that fierceness actually come alive on, the prelims nights, of which I feel like she just didn't give enough to say I am the one who is gonna be winning this show. Yeah. So I think she's also gonna be fighting for a top 16 spot based off of her amazing platform and her country's voting power. And yeah, I think she also maybe had given them a good reason to actually land herself in that top 16. So yeah, but for me, I'm at a deadlock. I really can't decide. And so, okay, with Paraguay, I just think she absolutely nailed her swimsuit performances. I loved the performance in total. Like, her swimsuit is fierce. Okay, it's very cutthroat. Like, she definitely cemented a place where I was in the past like doubtful that she'd even get to that point in my mind. So yeah, she had me just being her personal cheerleader, and I was like, yes, Nadia, go kill it, slay. Okay, but with her is I feel like for me she's not like the most hyper consistent person out there. I feel like she could have done a bit more. For example, in evening gown, she looked very teen instead of Miss Universe. And yeah, maybe that's the gray area that I actually just at finals lacked with her. But since she does have a massive audience and she does have a lot of like fan support, I rate that she is as well fighting for a top 16 spot, possibly for a fan vote. If not, then I also think the judges can put her in this list. That's why she's even in my top 16, technical top 16, that is. Fighting for a slot, fighting for a position, fighting for that recognition, fighting for a placement for her country. So you guys in the comment section will actually tell me who you all think out of these three women deserves to actually advance to the top 16 in terms of a fan vote. I don't know. Let me know your opinions, child. Anyway, my number 15 is actually very political of me to actually even do or consider, but it's Miss Israel, because purely for the basis that her country's hosting, and there's no way that her own country would let her clap on home soil, and there's no way Miss Universe would ever let that happen since they literally paid for the show, and yeah, she's the host country, so yeah. But if it was a regular year and Miss Universe was in the United States, hosted in Las Vegas, I think Miss Israel would be clapping. It's not to hate on her, Noah. I think she was on my radar as per my previous video, but yeah, after prelims, I have just more of a call towards other candidates that I think, if it wasn't for the political aspect of the competition, would be there solidifying their spot in her 15th spot in my list. And yeah, it could honestly be one of my bubbling ups because they're amazing. Like Mexico could actually be there, be the leading lady taking her space. So pull up, like, you know? Okay, so my number 14 is Nepal. I think Sujita has actually worked for her position. I also think she's one of the strongest Nepalese women that has been sent to the Miss Universe stage in terms of her delivery, in terms of her stage confidence. I wanted to say how elevated she was on stage, but I truly could, through the screen, feel how elevated and how happy she was actually to be on that stage representing Nepal. This is a dream she fought for I feel 2 years, and so 2 years of me actually just observing and following her journey. So I personally just want to see Nepal back in the finals at Miss Universe. So my next favorites are, for my 13th position, are Malta and Mauritius. Okay, I have my reasons, guys. I think we're gonna see a drought breaker spot. These are girls that will actually place for the first time since their countries have been competing at Miss Universe, and I expect it to either be Mauritius or Nepal. I mean, Mauritius or Malta. Malta, her performances were just, they were giving me life. I had been observing Jade Sini like before even arrivals, and yeah, she just has kept herself in the loop in terms of everything, her preparation, how her org handles her, the support that she gets. It's clearly visible that Malta is gunning for a spot, a first time placement at Miss Universe, and I am rooting for them to get that. This again is based off of personal bias, but aside from that, like, she had amazing on stage performances, and I can't deny her that. I really can't. I really can't. Like, I tried, but I just could not. Like, Malta was a star. She was shining. Similarly to Mauritius, I feel like her swimsuit was on fire. Girl, Team Africa this year is killing it. I don't know. Africa this year, 2020, is just, I don't know. It's doing things to me that I never seen at Miss Universe, and I'm just like, girls, where do you come from? Like, welcome to the party. Okay, so moving on to Gaon, she was absolutely killing it and dominating there as well. She competed at Miss World before and placed in the top 12, so I feel like if you make it at Miss World, you can make it anywhere, as seen through Catriona and Andrea, winners of Miss Universe. But yeah, she placed in the top 12, and yeah, Miss World in its entirety as a competition is actually, they pick their winners based off of like public speaking as well, and I think Miss Mauritius is a great speaker, and she may have actually wowed the judges at interviews. But aside from that, I liked that through her introduction for one of her segments, either swimsuits or evening gown, she was there having her bit saying she actually was named the most influential African of the year alongside Miss Universe 2019, and that was a moment for her to actually get noticed by the judges. And I was like, girl, you actually have worked so hard to be where you're at, and you brought the energy, and I hope Miss Universe rewards you with a spot in that finale. Okay, period. My next favorite is Kenya. Kenya is my number 12. I think we all should not deny Miss Kenya of that placement. She actually did incredible during swimsuit and at evening gown. So Kenya is absolutely worthy and is absolutely deserving of an advancement spot / position in the finals. Similarly to Kenya, I have Belgium in my list. And if you guys didn't have your eyes on Cadiz, then I should be worried about you, because the work Miss Crystal Stewart has actually had on this candidate shows, it really shows through her amazing performances and her consistency throughout the competition. She killed it at swimsuit, she killed it at gown, and yeah, she's honestly holding it down for Europe, and I'm so proud of Europe. Actually, the European delegates this year, they've actually been fighting just like the African delegates, and this year is actually turning out to be quite a surprise for me, because these are the regions of the globe that no one ever talks about, and yet we are here right now actually just hailing them, and I'm just like, yes, you guys are killing it. And my number 10 is South Africa. I think Lalela Mswane is doing an amazing job at representing her country at Miss Universe, despite the odds that she's actually had to face. I heard recently that, a few designers from her country actually pulled out last minute on her preparation journey to Miss Universe. So this is why perhaps we didn't see the most amazing or spectacular gown, just like Natasha Joubert had at Miss Universe 2020. And yeah, despite this, I think she has had an incredible and enigmatic journey to the crown. And I don't think she's a candidate like that you should be ignoring. She commands attention when she walks on the stage. I was actually looking and just, immersing myself in the content of the show, of the live stream, and the judges all had her eyes peeled on her. And I think that says a lot about her personal characteristics and her trait. And yeah, I'm expecting her to actually, advance further at Miss Universe finals. And I'm really just hoping that she keeps on fighting, and yeah, she maintains the level of consistency, poise, and elegance that she in this journey has started off with. So my number 9 is the Bahamas. Okay, I think the Bahamas have actually been doing amazingly at Miss Universe. They got an Impact Award, and I was just like, yes, Chantal, get that representation going. I think for so long, the Bahamas has actually been trying to crack into, a Miss Universe final top 2016, whatever the years was, but I feel that Bahamas has been one of those Caribbean nations that have actually been fighting for a spot, and I think it's high time that Miss Universe gives them one. Because Chantal is amazing. Shantae was amazing last year, but Chantal is giving. She can fight. She can't. I don't know if she can fight, right? But she's fighting for a spot. She can walk. She can perform, and she can speak. So she's a triple threat in what we would consider like candidate wise at Miss Universe. Like she has done the work, honestly, and it shows, and I'm just a fan of her. I'm a fan of her work, and I think it's time that candidates from weak countries or low SAT factor countries at Miss Universe get their just dues. I think most of the girls that are in my list actually right now are from countries that we otherwise wouldn't think of first when we assume who will be in the top 16 at Miss Universe, and I've definitely been guilty of their prejudice, and I think those type of attitudes actually need to stop, and this is really mainly the reason why I'm even spotlighting most of these girls, because they are deserving, just like Miss Bahamas, to actually advance to that finale. So my next favorite and my number 8 is the USA. Okay, Al Smith came with her Miss USA energy. Look at me manifesting for her Miss Universe. Okay, I think she came with her Miss USA energy, and she actually came to kill it. And yeah, it's actually such a great privilege, I guess, for the America to have Al Smith represent them, because she has also been, since arrival, been so consistent with herself, and she's represented their country so well. I actually won't be surprised to see her in a top 5 spot. I'm actually rooting for her to grow stronger and stronger and actually conquer. But the rest of these girls will not give her an easy time when it comes to fighting for a position in the finale. So I'm really just rooting for the USA. She had amazing performances at swimsuit and gown. Michael Cinco designed her gown. Okay, so I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Al Smith. I'm a fan of what she has to say and what she stands for. Okay, so I literally can see that crowd on USA, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins. Honestly, like I won't. I really won't. And my next favorite is Spain. I think Sarah is doing an incredible job. Like, she is just representing Spain with such zest. She's bringing, a fierceness, a fiery energy. Like, I can't even put it into words, but like, she's just so enigmatic, and she just draws you in on stage. Granted that she has been kicked out of my top 5 a few girls, I still think she belongs there nonetheless. I still hold her to heart dearly as one of my favorites in the game currently. So I'm really just so excited, and I'm really wholeheartedly rooting for her that she actually does her best on finals and that we actually see her in that top 5. Okay. And my number 6 is Colombia. I know. So surprising. Why isn't Vale in the top 5? Like, make it make sense. Guys, for me, Vale, like, she just needed a bit more energy. Not even an energy, but like she needed, I don't know, she had a bit of a, fiery fiesta vibe at her Miss Universe Colombia finals that actually just was like, I was like, yes, Mama Hachi Slay, okay. I was just absolutely living for her. And even though she was doing everything at Miss Universe as she should have, correctly, she killed it, right? And I think we all can agree on this. This is why she's on my number 6. I just needed her to give me a bit more in order for her to be in my personal top 5. She was too good, actually, like, but sometimes I think she also can get a bit too artificial. I need her to actually relax a bit and actually just show us some personality at finals. And my final 5 are, guys, I'm so excited to share my top 5 with you. I think it's gonna honestly surprise you all. I know how incredibly jarring my whole picks are at this point, or must be to you, and I want you to actually share your thoughts, your true and most authentic thoughts. Don't be rude though, because I'm gonna delete your comment. If I see it, I can't take a rude person in my comment section. But to get into my top 5, my 5th finalist is, drum roll please. Okay. I always try to make jokes. Vietnam. I think Kim at this point has been quite truly amazing. Like, she's been performing, she's been so consistent throughout the competition. And once again, purely just basing it off my own bias, I think she deserves to be in that top 5. She killed her performances. She killed her performances. Like, she was having fun on stage. And it was visible. I think it's always great when contestants let loose and actually just show their personalities on stage, and they actually have, a fun time. And it's something that I feel like she doesn't even regret at this point, because she did her level best and it showed. It literally gave, guys. Like, I can't even motivate more for why Vietnam deserves to be there, but Vietnam, she deserves a top 5. That's all I'm gonna say. Similarly to Vietnam, I have in my 4th position Panama. I know. You guys will be like, Brenda Smith deserves another placement in this list somewhere up there, but I'm just gonna say, whoa, pause. Brenda Smith, I feel like, is the flag bearer for the Americas at this point. She's got the speaking, she's got the stage performance down. She has an enigmatic aura herself, and I know she commands attention, and she was also having fun on that stage. I feel like girls who were actually enjoying performing are in my top 5, and I'll honestly root for Panama till I lose my breath, guys. The season is not over yet, and Brenda Smith has been giving since her coronation at Senorita Panama. So I want her to see that top 5, and this is why she is in my top 5, and I'm not moving her for anyone or anything. Okay, let's not fight. Let's not use our fighting words. It's not nice if we fight. Okay. Okay, in my 3rd spot is India. I think we can't deny the fact that India is killing the game, and she is a potential threat for that crown. I think the crown is resting on India's head in the current moment. Well, she's one of 3. And yeah, I expect big things, like I said, from Hanas, because she got the stuff, okay? She was performing her life out. She left everything out on that stage, and it shows. And I feel like effort needs to be rewarded. I feel like preparation needs to be rewarded. Well done to the Miss Diva organization for actually sending another great representative to Miss Universe. Your hard work shows. It honestly shows through the delegates that you actually send out and put through year after year. I am a big fan, and I'm a big stan of India. I wasn't initially, but like, she, through the preliminary rounds, had proven to me why she actually belongs in the top 3. Okay. India, you go do what you need to do, baby, to win that crown, okay? Like, y'all, watch out for India, okay? Watch out for India. Okay, so my second finalist, or I don't want to say fresh runner up because she's not worthy of that. My second finalist is Puerto Rico. Michelle Marie Colon delivered the energy that I wanted to see, and she honestly, for me, was giving. I was like, my inner cheerleader was like, yes, Puerto. What's this spell? Puerto Rico, okay? I have no words, but like she killed it. She killed it. And I expect to see Puerto Rico in that top five. I literally can't explain it to you, but I think she's so amazing on stage. She is zesty. She gives us fire. She gives us flair. She gives us life. She gives us energy. She gives me life. Okay, I need to see Puerto Rico in that top three. Top five, top three, it's cool, whatever, but I need to see her there. The only thing that people may be like with Puerto Rico is that her sleeves are actually distracting, and I'm like, same, but with that being said, I hope she changes her gown for the finale. But her as an individual candidate, it's the girl, not the gown. She's, yeah, you know what that means. She's perfect in my eyes. She could honestly take it all. Period. Crown her right this instant, Miss Universe. Okay. So my number one favorite for Miss Universe at the moment is Miss France 2020, Clemence Bontinov. Right, I am so happy. My French friend Lou is also gonna be like so excited to see that I actually put his home country as my number one, because you know what, Clemence actually deserves it. She actually shone through, and I think it's quite remarkable from her recovery period and her basically missing half of Miss Universe activities, for her to come back with such life and fire and zest and just giving us everything that we needed to see from France, who's been preparing for basically over 2 years at this point. Guys, France right now is my winner. She has the crown down, and I want to see her wearing that Mawad crown. If not that, then placing really high, because finals really can cause an upset. But yeah, France really just, she gave a performance. She gave me life. She gave us life. So kudos to France. Okay, guys. So with that being said, this brings us to the last bit of our video, where you let me know your thoughts, you keep on subscribing, you share the video, and you grow our little family to become more and more and more and more elevated. But on a serious note, guys, please comment down below and actually let me know your thoughts on my top 16 favorites and your favorites for finals. I know that we will have contrasting opinions and differences throughout, so I'm keen to see what are your thoughts, what are your perspectives, what are your ideas of what will actually happen. And yeah, I'm really ready for the 13th for me in my time zone. Okay, at 2 a.m. I'll be up, I'll be watching. And yeah, I'll see you after then. Bye.